It is false attachment to the body that keeps the soul chained to the unnecessary cycle of birth and death. Let me read that that sentence again. It is false attachment to the body that keeps the soul chained to the unnecessary cycle of birth and death. Due to attachment to the body, a person becomes attached to the pursuit of sense gratification and abandons any attempt for self-realization. Krishna instructs his friend and disciple Arjuna about the difference between the soul and the body. He says, those who are seers of the truth have concluded that of the non-existent, meaning the material body, there's no endurance. And of the eternal soul, there's no change. This they have concluded by studying the nature of both. That which pervades the entire body, meaning consciousness, you should know to be indestructible. No one is able to destroy that imperishable soul. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada explains, there is no endurance of the changing body. That the body is changing every moment by the actions and reactions of the different cells is admitted by modern medical science. And thus, growth and old age are taking place in the body. But the spirit soul exists permanently, remaining the same despite all the changes of the body and the mind. That is the difference between matter and spirit. By nature, the body is ever changing and the soul is eternal. By transferring attachment from the temporary body to the eternal soul and its eternal relationship to God or Krishna, the disturbed mind can achieve a peaceful state. One who lives without a relationship with Krishna is always distressed and without peace. This is confirmed in the Srimad Bhagavatam, in which it says, fear arises when a living entity misidentifies himself as the material body because of absorption in the external illusory energy of the Lord. When the living entity thus turns away from the Supreme Lord, he forgets his own constitutional position as a servant of the Lord. This bewildering, fearful condition is affected by the potency of illusion called Maya. Therefore, an intelligent person should engage unflinchingly in the unalloyed devotional service of the Lord under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master whom he or she should accept as his or her worshipable deity and as his very life and soul. The spiritual master is not God. He is the messenger or representative of God who teaches the disciple how to serve the Lord without any selfish motive or desire. Okay, kids have to stay quiet. If they can't be quiet, you have to take them outside. You have to take the child outside. Okay, make sure they don't make any noise. Okay. So it says, fear arises when a living entity misidentifies himself as the material body because of absorption in the external illusory energy of the Lord. When the living entity thus turns away from the Supreme Lord, he or she also forgets his own constitutional position as a servant of the Lord. Okay, the children have to be quiet. When the living entity thus turns away from the Supreme Lord, he also forgets his own constitutional position as a servant of the Lord. This bewildering, fearful condition is affected by the potency of illusion called Maya. Therefore, an intelligent person should engage unflinchingly in the unalloyed devotional service of the Lord under the guidance of a bona fide spiritual master, whom he should accept as his worshipable deity and as his very life and soul. This is a verse from the Srimad Bhagavatam, 11th chapter, 2nd chapter, 37th verse. The spiritual master is not God. He's the messenger or representative of God who teaches the disciple how to serve the Lord without any selfish motive or desire. Ignoring such instructions and acting whimsically will lead to entanglement by the three modes of nature and repetition of birth and death. Anxiety and fear will exist as long as people act under the influence of the three modes of nature. What are the three modes of material nature? Goodness, passion, and ignorance. As a result, one becomes preoccupied by the duality of gain and safety, happiness and distress, and so many other dualities. The many dualities one encounters in life become sources of bondage and bewilderment. Dualities plague a person who does not have the unique, fixed goal of serving God purely, to please him, and devoid of any material motives and speculative theories. That this is a very profound statement here. The whole concept of dualities in life is very important to understand. Should I live in America, or should I move back to wherever I came from, Europe or Russia or whatever? Should I marry this person, or should I marry that person? Should I invest in this stock or that stock? Should I go on a vacation or save my money and stay at home? These are all dualities that we're faced with on a daily basis. So people get confused by these dualities. Should I work for Amazon, or should I work for, what is the other one? Microsoft. Yes, very good. So without understanding our relationship with Krishna, we are always challenged by these dualities. But if we become a devotee of Krishna, we no longer have these dualities. We're not interested in this thing or that thing. We're only interested in one thing. That one thing is how to please Krishna. How to please Krishna with the help of bona fide gurus and devotees. So that should be our real goal in life. However, if we have no relationship with Krishna, we become overwhelmed by dualities. There's always this, should I do this or should I do that? Duality that confuses people. Therefore, when you become Krishna conscious, you're no longer, let's say, confused by dualities. You know that wherever you are, you can successfully chant Hare Krishna and have a permanent relationship with Krishna under all circumstances. You can be in a war zone, you can be in a very nice place, but it doesn't really matter because you're always chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. This chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra solves all problems of life. Of course, you might not believe that, but if you try it, then you'll see that it is actually factual. All problems of life go away by chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Why? Because the Hare Krishna mantra puts you directly in the association of Krishna, because Krishna and his holy name are non-different. Krishna is a transcendental personality, and he's not a mundane person like we are. So there's no difference between Krishna and Krishna's name. Krishna and Krishna's body. Everything is one with Krishna. So therefore, we should learn to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and it'll solve all the problems of life. So, that might sound like a very bold statement, but it's factual. Try it. Do an experiment. That's what I did. 60 years ago, I heard this, and I said, okay, let me try it. I've tried a lot of other things. Let me try this, chanting Hare Krishna. And then I began to chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And then I couldn't stop chanting after that. And 60 years later, I'm still chanting. Why? Because this chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra puts you directly in contact with God, with Krishna. Therefore, you should try it and see what the result is. Now, understanding our relationship with Krishna will reboot your remembrance. We were all originally with Krishna. We just can't remember it. Just like if I ask you a question, do you remember being with your mother at birth? No, you don't remember. But you can't say I wasn't, right? So in the same way, we all were originally with Krishna. We all come originally from Krishna. We just can't remember it. But if you take to chanting Hare Krishna seriously, you will remember. You'll remember many things, and especially the fact that you were originally with Krishna. You were not, see, there are a lot of false concepts flying around today. Like the Christians, they say, you only live once. That's a lie. That's not true, right? They also say, when you die, that's it, you're finished. No, that's not true either, right? And they say, well, either you go to heaven or you go to hell. If you go to hell, you can never get out of hell. That's not true. There are a lot of false things being taught in Christianity, as well as Judaism, as well as Islam. They have false, not all false things, but they have some major things that are false and mislead people. So Krishna consciousness is pure knowledge without any mistake. So you don't only live once. You have an eternal soul. So you might not attain liberation in this lifetime, but the soul never dies. So you'll get another body. Now, there are 8,400,000 species of life. So if in this life, if you have a human body has a big responsibility. It's the only body that can understand its relationship with God. If you have a dog's body, like here we have cows, they can't understand their relationship with God. But if you become a human being, this is the special thing that differentiates a human being from a dog or a cat or an animal. The dogs and cats, they can't understand a relationship with God, but a human being can. But if a human being doesn't try to understand the relationship with God, the human being is no better than a dog or a cat, you see. So too many people are two-legged dogs and cats, although they're supposed to be human beings. So the idea is chant, chant, chant. But many people say can't, can't, can't. So it's very important to chant the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Let's hear you say it with me. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Back there also. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Hare is referring to Srimati Radharani. You can see her up here next to Krishna. She is beautiful. She is the most merciful personality in the, let's say, of all the spiritual persons. And she's always trying, she always has her hand up like this, blessing people so that they can make spiritual advancement. So we should always begin by saying Hare, because that's the name of Radharani. And Krishna, of course, is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Rama is another incarnation of Krishna. So this mantra is all about coming closer and closer to God. So if we become serious about chanting this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, you don't have to chant anything else. This covers everything because it's called Maha Mantra, the great and unique mantra for liberation from the cycle of birth and death. So therefore, we have to learn how to use our tongue correctly. The tongue has two functions. It vibrates and it tastes. So if you taste only prasadam and vibrate the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, that's the correct use of the tongue. But if you use the tongue to taste all kinds of nonsense things, meat and other things like that, and if you use the tongue to talk nonsense, then you don't deserve to be a human being. The whole purpose of the human body is to understand your relationship with God and act in that relationship. And if you're not quite sure how to do all these things, you come to the temple regularly and we'll teach you. But actually, it's very easy. It's much easier to be Krishna conscious than to not be Krishna conscious. When you're not Krishna conscious, you'll be confused very easily about what to do in life. But when you are Krishna conscious, you know that you should always have the name of Krishna on your lips or your tongue, chant Hare Krishna. You should always eat only Krishna prasadam, vegetarian food that has been prepared with love and devotion, offered to Krishna, and then Krishna offers it back as his prasadam or his mercy. Now you're eating a sanctified, supernatural food that is not something ordinary. It's very special. But you can make it in your house every day by learning how to chant Hare Krishna and how to make offerings to Krishna. If you don't know, we have a book, only $1 that teaches you how to make offerings to Krishna in your home, so that in your home you could make very significant spiritual advancements. This is the only religion in which you can attain liberation from the cycle of birth and death and go back to the spiritual world by eating. Now, everybody likes to eat, but to eat in the proper way is to eat only Krishna prasadam. And the way to make Krishna prasadam, well, that's what we teach you. You have only vegetarian food, but no onion and garlic. And you cook by chanting Hare Krishna. And you offer the food first to Krishna with simple prayers. We have a little prayer book. It only costs $1. You have some prayer books there? How to make offerings? You have them? Hey, give me one. I want everyone to see it. You have it? Okay, bring it. Haribo. Let me see. Yeah, it's okay. Is this the prayer book? Krishna Consciousness Home. Yeah, bring that. Is it there? You have it? What? It's not here. Who stole it then? Huh? Well, anyway, even though it's not here, I can talk about it. A little book like this teaches you how to cook and how to offer food to Krishna. And that's your ticket back to the spiritual world, you see. In your own home, you can make Krishna prasadam, which is a supernatural product by which you become purified. And let's say you're in a marriage and your husband is not interested in God. Simply by feeding him prasadam, gradually he'll become a devotee. Now I just gave you a secret that's worth millions of dollars. So prasadam is a supernatural, wonderful product. Okay, here comes the books. Okay. Yeah, this is Krishna Consciousness at Home. It's a little book, and how much is it? $1? $1. That's too cheap. We should be $1,000 for this book. This is going to teach you the most important things in life. Yes, so we have plenty of them here. There's your chance to take this book home tonight. And quickly make your advancement to go back to Godhead. So this is a practical guide of how to be Krishna conscious at home. So this teaches you how to cook, how to make prasadam by offering the food to Krishna, what verses or what prayers you can say, and the pronunciation of the verses and so forth. So it's a wonderful little book to have. This is your ticket back to the spiritual world. And it only costs $1. This is a Walmart special today. You see, now she just went to get one, right? She's a very smart lady. Yeah. Okay, so this Krishna consciousness Maha Mantra is not something of the material world. It has come down from the spiritual world. That's why it's a Maha Mantra, the great mantra. Man means the mind, and Tra means deliverance. It's the great mantra for delivering your mind from ignorance. Most people, without even knowing it, they're in ignorance. Why? Well, because they eat meat, they go to casinos, they engage in illicit sex, they avoid Krishna consciousness, they are not very spiritually inclined. So there's so many negative things to this in the present time. And therefore, it's important to have association with genuine devotees, regularly come to the temple and hear the lectures, and engage in the dancing and the chanting. This dancing and chanting is scientific. It scientifically liberates you from ignorance. Here's a gentleman who likes to chant and dance. He comes every week. He's my good friend. And he's a chanter and a dancer. You'll see. So this chanting and dancing is scientific. It's the way to go back to Godhead. If you chant Hare Krishna and you dance for the pleasure of Krishna. It's not Krishna is watching you. The deities are here. Don't think they're dolls or statues. This is actually Radha and Krishna here. And if you don't realize it now, you should accept it anyway. And as time goes on, when you become more and more purified, you will see that it's true. You will see that the deity is not a statue, it's actually Radha and Krishna, or Sita and Rama. So these are mysterious things. There are a lot of mysterious things. Like ladies, let me ask you a question. How many of you have had children? Raise your hand. Okay. Now let me ask you a question. Do you know how the child developed in your womb? Do you know how it happened? I mean, don't say it's, well, my husband did this or that. No. Do you know how it actually happens? To make a very complicated body of a child in your womb, and then it gets pushed out, it's a miracle. And you don't even know how it happened, right? It has something to do with your husband, but actually it is a mystery how you can produce a perfect little body that comes out like not bigger than this in your womb, and then it continues to grow and becomes a human being. And so all these things are mysterious, but we don't think like that. We think, oh, it's just nature. No, it's not nature. It's more than nature. It's the mercy of God. So we should learn more and more about the mysteries of God's transcendental, let's say, pastimes. And that's why we have our books, and that's why we have the temple, to leave the mundaneness of the material world and begin to understand all the mysteries of this life. And the biggest mystery is how to free yourself from the cycle of birth and death. That is a mystery. You know how to do it? Ah, okay. You see, he comes to the temple, so he knows. Yes, it's a mystery. Most people think, well, the death is normal, and I'll try and avoid it as much as I can. And when I die, well, that's it. There's nothing after that. That's not right. That's not correct. You never really die. You'll just get another body. But if you wasted your time eating meat and engaging in all kinds of nonsense activities, then your next body will be like a dog or a cat, you see. You can't die because you have an eternal soul. The only thing that dies is the material body, but not your soul. So you have to learn how to feed, not only feed the body, but you have to feed the soul. And you feed the soul by chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and avoiding sinful activities such as meat eating, gambling, illicit sex, intoxication, lying, cheating, etc. So in the temple, we teach how to have a pure life, purity of the soul, purity of the body, purity of the mind. So this is very important, because if you have a contaminated mind and a contaminated body, you're just going to suffer. But if you have a pure mind and pure body, you're going to avoid most suffering. And you will be trained to remember God at the moment of death, the most important moment in the life of a person. The moment of death for a devotee is the best moment. And the moment of death for atheists and nonsense people is the worst moment. Why is it the best moment for a devotee? Because the devotee knows that he's going to see, or she is going to see Krishna and be with Krishna. Actually, what really happens is at the moment of death, when you see Krishna, he puts his hand out and shakes your hand and says, "Oh, you have succeeded." And then he leads you back to the spiritual world. So you should want to get that handshake. That's the real handshake, right? So this chanting of Hare Krishna is the proper use of the tongue. The tongue vibrates and it tastes. So if you use the tongue to taste only Krishna Prasadam, and you use the tongue to vibrate the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, that's the correct use of the tongue. If you use the tongue to talk nonsense and to eat unholy foods like meat and fish and eggs and shrimp. You ever eat shrimp? You did. You do? Oh my God. Got to stop eating shrimp. All these things are, the shrimp and the fish, those are scavengers. You know what that word means, scavenger? They eat dead things. So if you ever buy a fish tank and put it in your house, the food for fish are dead worms. So it doesn't matter whether they're fish in your fish tank or fish in the ocean. They eat only dead things. So if you eat fish, you're basically eating dead bodies. Right? Have you ever seen what fish eat? Yes? What do they eat? Well, it's mostly dead things, dead bodies. Yeah. You buy a water tank for fish, then the food they give you are worms, dead worms. That's what they feed into the water, the fish tank. So anyway, we should only have sattvic food and a sattvic life. Sattvic means being in the mode of pure goodness and not being in touch with rajasic and tamasic things. Rajasic means the mode of passion, and tamasic means the mode of ignorance. So food that's very pungent, that's rajasic. And food that's rotten, that's tamasic. So a dead worm is tamasic. That's what fish eat, right? They eat dead worms or dead bodies. So if you eat fish, okay, the fish is live, but then you catch it and you kill it. But the fish itself was eating dead bodies. So we have to understand the necessity to not put anything unclean in the body. Then you will be healthier, then you'll live longer, and you'll be able to understand higher order principles of spiritual life. If we are eating disgusting things like fish and meat and so forth, we won't be able to understand fundamental spiritual knowledge. It'll be very difficult, right? Although you're a meat eater, right? Now what? Oh, what do you eat? Okay, you're eating fish. Okay. You know what fish are? I'm going to have to tell you. You don't really understand what a fish is. A fish is a water filter. The fish filters out all the crap in the ocean or the river. They only eat dead bodies. That's their main food. If you have a fish tank and you buy food for the fish food are dead worms. You know, I'm not asking you to buy one, but if you want to validate what I'm saying, you go and ask a store where they have fish tanks and fish food. You ask them, what do you feed the fish in the fish tank? And they'll show you. They're dead worms. That's what they eat. They eat dead bodies. So you don't want to eat fish. It's not a good idea. People think, oh no, fish is good for your health. It's not good for your health at all. Okay, so in spiritual life, we have to learn to be sattvic. Function on the level of goodness and avoid the level of passion and ignorance. And that is what you say, a culture. The culture of goodness is very important in speech, in food, and in the way of life, what we eat, and so forth. So that's called sattvic. Life of goodness. You think goodness. You eat things that are in goodness. You speak words that are in the mode of goodness. You associate with other people in the mode of goodness. This way, you have a very peaceful life. Right? But if you are rajasic, then it means passionate, then you'll easily get into arguments and fighting and in difficult situations. And if you're in the mode of ignorance, tamasic, you live a miserable life. And everything you do will be a failure. Okay? So we should learn to be sattvic, and to always live in the mode of goodness. And that's why also in the temple we have goodness cookies. You can start by eating those cookies. Have you had goodness cookie? Have you had a goodness cookie, Prabhu? Have you had a goodness cookie? No, you haven't had one. You have to ask. Make sure he gets a goodness cookie. Yeah. If none of you have ever had our goodness cookies, then you ask for them. They'll give them to you. Okay, so are there any questions anyone would like to ask? Any questions about anything I said or anything I might not have said? You can also ask a question of something I didn't say. So are there any questions? There has to be at least one question. That we have a rule. No question, no eat. So if you want to get down to the prasadam, ask a question. Anybody going once? Yes, sir. Okay, that's a good question. Yeah. Food that's offered to God with love and devotion. It has to be vegetarian food without onion and garlic, and it should be offered with love and devotion. That gives you the highest vibration. Okay? That's the answer. And that's called prasadam, the mercy of God. So that's vegetarian food that's offered to God with love and devotion, and then he offers it back as his mercy. And that has the highest vibration of spiritual, let's say, potency. And you'll experience it. If you want to have more information, we have our cookbook. We also have this little book here. It's called How to Be Krishna Conscious at Home. So it talks about how to cook your food and so forth. Yeah. Any other question? That was a good question. Yes, ma'am. Because onion and garlic are rajasic and tamasic, in the mode of passion and ignorance. For example, let's say you eat garlic, right? And the next day you meet a friend and you say, hi. Then a cloud of garlic smell comes out of your mouth, you say. Is that true or not? Yeah. I'm sure other people have said hi to you after they eat garlic. So that's why we don't eat garlic or onion. Yeah. Of course, you can say, well, wait a minute, onion is good for your health. Garlic is good for your health. That's different. That's using it as a medicine, but eating it is not a good thing to do. Yes. You only should eat clean things. Like when you eat an apple. After you eat an apple, your breath doesn't smell bad. You see, because it's in a mode of goodness. Yes.
Actually, I've learned in Ayurveda that onion and garlic is not good for your health. They're actually very big irritants in the body.
Okay,
So Ayurveda recommends stay away from garlic, and onion.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Now we're going to start a new movement. Stay away from garlic. What? Okay, I have to read the sponsors today. We have a whole bunch of them. Okay, let me just read this thing, get it out of the way. Radha and Krishna Adipali, on the occasion of Dwarka Krishna and Ranish Patel's birthday. Gauranga Chandra Das and family, on the occasion of Aryan Pallavi's 21st birthday. Whoa. I remember Aryan when he was 1 year old. And next, Ajish Ramachandran, on the occasion of his daughter Aneya's birthday. Happy birthday, Aneya. And then Ashok Shelvaraj. There's no explanation with that name. So Ashok Shelvaraj, thank you. And next, Sailesh Agarwal, on the occasion of Sailesh Meghna 10th wedding anniversary. Hadi Bol. Many more anniversaries. And next, Kushwant Chaudhary Kandala. There's no explanation after that. So congratulations, Kushwant. And Sudeep Sharma. Thank you very much for being a sponsor, Sudeep. And Shirohini Kumar. Thank you very much, Shirohini. And Lata Mummineni. Thank you very much, Lata. Hare Krishna. May you always be blessed by the mercy of Krishna. Okay, question. Go ahead.
Thank you, Hari Krishna, Acharya Hari Vilas. 2 questions. First, please explain the blessing of the hindquarters of the cow.
The hindquarters of the cow.
And
You mean the butt of the cow.
yes.
Okay.
And also, what can you tell us about nagas?
Snakes.
But a little deeper knowledge if you know. Otherwise, Hari Krishna.
One day, many years ago, I was in this is before this building was here. I was out in the yard, and it was Nag, what is it? So Panchani, yeah. So I was talking to some Indian gentleman, and we were talking together, and I was saying, well, today's Nag Champani, Panchani, yeah. And I said that we should get a snake, right? This is the truth now, I'm going to tell you. A snake came. And I picked it up. And this is not actually a dangerous, poisonous snake. We have these garden snakes, right? But it looks poisonous, and it's thick like that, right? It's not thin or anything. And we were able to handle it, right? The snake actually bit me, but, it's not poisonous. But the snake came. After we were talking about it, we should, do some little puja with the snake. Nag Panchami. Yeah? Snake came. So I just wanted to share that story with you. It's a true story. Haribol. Okay, so now what were we going to do? Oh, is it time for Arti? Hindquarters of the cow. Okay. Well, every part of the cow is sacred, but the hindquarters are where the stool and urine comes. Now, your stool and my stool is contaminating, and your urine and my urine is contaminating, but the cow's stool and urine is not contaminating, it's purifying. So therefore, it's, if you'll see in traditional Hindus, when they come, they see the cow, they touch the hind part of the cow, the feet and the hind part. All right? So in your next life, when you become a cow, your stool will be pure, and your urine will be pure. Haribol. Okay, Hare Krishna. So I guess we'll stop right there. Yes, Arti now. If you want to talk to me, I'll be back there in the library. Hare Krishna. Thank you. Here, you can take this.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada.
Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Srila Guru Deva.
Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Jaya Guru Deva, Srila Guru Deva.
Kiba Jayo, Jayo Gaura Chande, Aratik Shobha.
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 Janavi tatavane Jagamanaloba.
Janavi tatavane Jagamanaloba.
Kiba dakhinani tae chan Megadadhara.
Kiba dakhinani tae chan Megadadhara.
Kiba dakhinani tae chan Megadadhara. Gadadhara Nikate Advedashini Vasa Chatradhara. Nikate Advedashini Vasa Chatradhara. Kiba Boshi Ache Gorachan Ratna Simhasane. Gorachan Ratna Simhasane. आरती कोरे ना ब्रह्मा आदि देवगाने आदि देवगाने कि बानर हरि आदि कोरी चामर दुलाया आदि कोरी चामर कि बानर आदि कोरी चामर दुलाया हरि आदि कोरी चामर दुलाया संजया मुकुंद बाशु घोष आदि गाया संजया मुकुंद बाशु घोष आदि गाया किब शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला किब शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे बाजे करताला शंका माधुर मृदंग बाजे परम रसाला माधुर मृदंग बाजे परम रसाला शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर माधुर शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर हो माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बा शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे शंख बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर हे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बा हे गौरंगेरा रतिक शोभा जग जन मान लोबा जग जन मान लो गौरंगेरा रतिक शोभा जग जन मान लोबा गौरंगेरा रतिक शोभा जग जन मान लोबा जग जन मान लोबा जग जन शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे शंका बाजे घंटा बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 बाजे माधुर 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 जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय गौरानिताय जय गौरानिताय जय गौरानि हो जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानिताय 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 जय गौरानि हो जय गौरा चंदेर जय गौरा चंदेर जय गौरा चंदेर जय गौरा चंदेर हो जय गौरा चंदेर गौरा चंदेर गौरा चंदेर जय गौरा चंदेर चंदेर गौरा चंदेर गौरा चंदेर जय गौरा चंदेर कि बहु कोटि चंद्रजीनी वदन उज्ज्वला बहु कोटि चंद्रजीनी वदन उज्ज्वला कि बहु कोटि चंद्रजीनी वदन उज्ज्वला बहु कोटि चंद्रजीनी वदन उज्ज्वला गला देसे बनमाला कोरे जलमाला गला जलमाला कोरे जलमाला कि शिवा शुका नारदा प्रेमे गदा गदा कि शिवा चुका नारदा प्रेमे गदा गदा भक्ति विनोदा देखे गोरा रसंपादा देखे गोरा रसंपादा कि बजयो जयो गौरा चंदेर आरती के शोभा जयो जयो गौरा चंदेर आरती के शोभा जानावी तातावाने जग मन लोबा जा जानावी तातावाने जग मन लोबा जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद हो जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद श्री गौर भक्त वृंद गौर भक्त वृंद भक्त वृंद गौर 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 भक्त वृंद श्री अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद श्री अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर हो श्री अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद श्री अद्वैत चंद्र जय गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल ओ गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल गोविंद बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो ओ गोविंद 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 बोलो हरि गोपाल बोलो गोपाल बोलो राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो राधा रमन हरि हो राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो ओ राधे राधे बोलो कृष्णा कृष्णा बोलो राधे राधे बोलो कृष्णा कृष्णा बोलो ओ कृष्णा कृष्णा बोलो राधे राधे बोलो कृष्णा कृष्णा बोलो ओ राधे राधे बोलो कृष्णा कृष्णा बोलो राधे राधे बोलो कृष्णा कृष्णा ओ राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो राधा रमन हरि गोविंद बोलो हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे ओ हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्णा हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल निताय गौरा हरि बोल जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव
जय विष्णुपाद परम सराजकाचार्य स्तोत्र शत श्रीमद् भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की जय जय विष्णुपाद परम सराजकाचार्य स्तोत्र शत श्रीमद् भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोस्वामी शिल प्रभुपाद की जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय रामाचार्य श्री हरिदास ठाकुर की जय प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि भक्तवृंद की जय श्री राधा कृष्ण को गोपीनाथ श्यामकुंड राधा कुंड गिरिगोवर्धन की जय वृंदावन धाम की जय, मायापुर धाम की जय, जगन्नाथपुर धाम की जय, गंगा माई की जय, यमुना माई की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, सामवेद भक्त वृंद की जय, हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय. All glories to Shambhala devotees. All glories to Shambhala devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Namaste Narasimhaya. Namaste Narasimhaya. प्रहलाद लाद दायिने हिरण्यकशिपूर्वक्षहाय शीलटङ्कानकालाय हितो नरसिंहो परतो नरसिंहो हितो नरसिंहो परतो नरसिंहो यतो यतो यामिततो नरसिंहो यतो यतो यामिततो नरसिंहो यतो यतो यामिततो नरसिंहो यतो यतो बहिर्नरसिंह हृदये नरसिंह बहिर्नरसिंह हृदये नरसिंह नरसिंह आदिम शरणं प्रपदे तव कर कमलावरे नाकाम अद्भुत श्रृंगाम दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृंगाम केशवधृता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
कमलवरे नकान अद्भुत श्रृंगार दलिता हिरण्यकशिपु तनुभृंगा केशवधृता नरहरि रूपा जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
जय केशवधृता नरहरि रूपा जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे जय जगदीश हरे
केशवधृता नरहरि रूपा जगदीश हरे
जय जगदीश हरे
जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय नरसिंहदेव जय भक्त प्रहलाद जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय भक्त प्रहलाद जय प्रहलाद महाराज जय जगन्नाथा जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रमा जय सुदर्शना नाथा जय बलदेवा जय सुभद्रमा जय सुदर्शन ओ जय सीताराम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय सीताराम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान राम जय लक्ष्मण हनुमान नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौरा हरि बोल। जय श्री विघ्नहर्ता नरसिंहदेव भगवान की, भक्त महाराज की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय।
Hare Krishna, please stay back for the concert by Akshara and Arjun. Akshara and Arjun. And Mukund. Thank you. Hare Krishna, please stand back.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, everyone. As a small offering for Shri Shri Radha Nil Madhava, by the blessings of my Guru Shri Ganesh Rajagopalan, I will be performing a small concert. I'll be starting with a Varnam in the Ragam Sahana.
रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताया पतये नमः जय 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 जानकी कान्त जय साधु जन विनुत जय तु महिमानन्त जय भाग्यवन्त जय 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 जानकी कान्त जय साधु जन विनुत जय तु महिमानन्त जय भाग्यवन्त जय 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 जानकी कान्त जय साधु जन विनुत जय तु महिमानन्त जय भाग्यवन्त जय 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 जानकी कान्त जय साधु जन विनुत जय तु महिमानन्त जय भाग्यवन्त जय 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 जानकी कान्त दशरथ महावीर दशरथ महावीर दशकण्ठ संहार दशरथ महावीर दशकण्ठ संहार दशरथ महावीर दशकण्ठ संहार पशुपतीश्वर मित्र पावन चरित्र दशरथ महावीर दशकण्ठ संहार पशुपतीश्वर मित्र पावन चरित्र कुसुम बाण स्वरूप कुशल कीर्ति कलाप असमसा हसशीक्ष अम्बुजदलाक्ष जय जय कुसुम बाण स्वरूप कुशल कीर्ति कलाप असमसा हसशीक्ष अम्बुजदलाक्ष जय 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 जानकी कान्त जय साधु जन विनुत जय तु महिमानन्त जय भाग्यवन्त जय 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 जानकी कान्त सकल शास्त्र विचार शरण जन मंदार विकसितांबुज वदन विश्वमय सदन सुहृद मोक्षाधीश साकेत पुरवास भक्तवत्सल राम पुरंदर विठ्ठल सकल शास्त्र विचार शरण जन मंदार विकसितां भुजवदन विश्वमय सदन सुहृद मोक्षाधीश साकेत पुरवास भक्तवत्सल राम पुरंदर विठ्ठल जय 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 जानकी कान्त जय साधु जन विनोद जय तु महिमानन्त जय भाग्यवन्त जय 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 जानकी कान्त हेच्चरिकगारार हे रामचन्द्र हेच्चरिकगारार हे रामचन्द्र हेच्चरिकगारार हे रामचन्द्र हेच्चरिकगारार हे सुगुणसान्द्र हेच्चरिकगारार हे रामचन्द्र हेच्चरिकगारार हे सुगुणसान्द्र हेच्चरिकगारार राम राम பச்சவில் தூணி கண்ண 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 ಪಾಲಿತ ಸುರೇಂದ್ರ ಚರಿಕಗಾರ ಪಚ್ಚವಿಲ್ ಧ್ವನಿ ಕನ್ನ ಪಾಲಿತ ಸುರೇಂದ್ರ ಚರಿಕಗಾರ ಹೇ ರಾಮಚಂದ್ರ ಚರಿಕಗಾರ हे सुगुणसान्द्र चरिकगार राम राम నేను జూడవచ్చు భగిని కరంబు చిలుక మనసు రంజిల్లని మహిమలను బలుక నేను జూడవచ్చు భగిని కరంబు చిలుక మనసు రంజిల్లని మహిమలను బలుక మినువాసులెల్ల విరులను చాలజిలుక మినువాసులెల్ల విరులను చాలజిలుక ఘన త్యాగరాజు ఘన త్యాగరాజు ఘన త్యాగరాజు కనుకోనమోదు గులుక చరికగార ఘన త్యాగరాజు కనుకోనమోదు గులుక హెచ్చరికగార హే రామచంద్ర హెచ్చరికగార సుగుణ సాంద్ర హెచ్చరికగార రామ రామ I will next be singing a song in Ragamalika. ആരഭിമാനം വൈതാദരിപ്പാര്യന്നൈ ആരഭിമാനം വൈതാദരിപ്പാര്യന്നൈ ആരഭിമാനം വൈതാദരിപ്പാര്യന്നൈ ആനന്ദ ഭൈരവി ആനന്ദ ഭൈരവി ആരഭിമാനം വൈതാദരിപ്പാര്യന്നൈ ആനന്ദ ഭൈരവി ആനന്ദ ഭൈരവി പാരിലുനൈ
Pamari Gama Gama
Sri Guruvayur, Little Krishna. கார்முகில் வர்ணண்டே திருவுடல் என்னுடே அறையில் வனப்பூணும் காணாகணம். கார்முகில் வர்ணண்டே திருவுடல் என்னுடே அறையில் வனப்பூணும் காணாகணம். காலில் சிலம்பும் கிழக்கே நடக்குன்ன பாலகோபாலன் காணாகணம். காலில் சிலம்பும் கிழக்கே நடக்குன்ன பாலகோபாலன் காணாகணம். கிங்கிணியும் வல மோதிரவும் சார்ந்து பங்கியுடல் முன்னில் காணாகணம். கிங்கிணியும் வல மோதிரவும் சார்ந்து பங்கியுடல் முன்னில் காணாகணம். கிருஷ்ண ஹரே ஜெய கிருஷ்ண ஹரே ஜெய கிருஷ்ண ஹரே ஜெய கிருஷ்ண ஹரே கிருஷ்ண ஹரே ஜெய 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 கிருஷ்ண ஹரே. നൃത്തമാടിയിടുന്ന കേശവ പൈതല് കാണാകണം. കേകികളെ പോലെ നൃത്തമാടിയിടുന്ന കേശവ പൈതല് കാണാകണം. കുഞ്ഞിക്കൈ രണ്ടിലും വെണ്ണ കൊടുത്തമ്മ രഞ്ജിപ്പിക്കൊള്ളതും കാണാകണം. കുഞ്ഞിക്കൈ രണ്ടിലും വെണ്ണ കൊടുത്തമ്മ രഞ്ജിപ്പിക്കൊള്ളതും കാണാകണം. കൈകളിൽ ചന്ദ്രനെ മെല്ലെ വരുത്തിയ ലോകൈകനാഥനെ കാണാകണം. കൈകളിൽ ചന്ദ്രനെ മെല്ലെ വരുത്തിയ ലോകൈകനാഥനെ കാണാകണം. കുഞ്ഞിക്കൊണ്ടോരോ വാക്കരുളിടുന്ന ചഞ്ചല നേത്രനെ കാണാകണം. കുഞ്ഞിക്കൊണ്ടോരോ വാക്കരുളിടുന്ന ചഞ്ചല നേത്രനെ കാണാകണം. കൃഷ്ണ ഹരേ ജയ 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 കൃഷ്ണ ഹരേ. കംസ സഹോദരേ തൻ പിറന്നൊരു വാസുദേവൻ തന്നെ കാണാകണം. കംസ സഹോദരേ തന്നിൽ പിറന്നൊരു വാസുദേവൻ തന്നെ കാണാകണം. ഗുരുവായൂർ വാഴുന്നോർ കൃഷ്ണ 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 കീർത്തിയേറിടും ഗുരുവായൂർ വാഴുന്നോർ ആർത്തിഹരൻ തന്നെ കാണാകണം കീർത്തിയേറിടും ഗുരുവായൂർ വാഴുന്നോർ ആർത്തിഹരൻ തന്നെ കാണാകണം കണ്ണണ്ട ലീലകൾ ഉണ്ണും വെമ്പേര് എണ്ണിയ നീ കണ്ണിൽ കാണാകണം കണ്ണണ്ട ലീലകൾ ഉണ്ണും വെമ്പേര് എണ്ണിയ നീ കണ്ണിൽ കാണാകണം കൃഷ്ണ ഹരേ ജയ കൃഷ്ണ ഹരേ ജയ കൃഷ്ണ ഹരേ ജയ കൃഷ്ണ ഹരേ കൃഷ്ണ ഹരേ ജയ 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 കൃഷ്ണ ഹരേ കൃഷ്ണ ഹരേ ജയ കൃഷ്ണ ഹരേ